Welcome on into Wednesday, October 4th. Today we've got our trading recap like usual. We played Tesla and Tesla only today. One was break even and one was a partial take profit, meaning, well, I guess I moved my trailing stop loss up. It got hit, and then we locked in the half or the $50, essentially. So kind of a day where I'm like, but I mean, to be able to be green, can't complain. So the first trade was earlier at 9:37. The next one's at 9:57. That is Central Time. So a little bit after the market open. Let's jump over to the charts here really quick and just talk about Tesla and why I was looking there in the first place. So if I jump over and I pull up Tesla's chart, you'll see that Tesla the past couple of days has actually been pretty strong relative to the S&P, which is a good thing. Let me actually get rid of my Webull here. Or I guess we can do it on Webull because we have it open already. So on the left-hand side is the chart. The right-hand side is the option contracts I traded. And we're breaking up over these highs of, what was that, a couple of days ago? And so we're breaking that, and there's maybe some room to the upside here, up towards the 260s again on Tesla. Not that that was my target, but that was the look. And then on the 5-minute chart, we jumped down, and we had a break of highs here. I took that initially, got stopped on that one. And then we had this break, which was this line right here was the bigger picture break. And that was the second trade. So that ended up pushing up. And then this red candle here hit my stop loss. Should it have? I don't really know. I moved my stop loss essentially to where the contracts, if it fell under this candle low, would stop me out. And it stopped me out just above. Another reason why I'm kind of looking forward to moving over to shares in a couple of months. But all considered, there was probably better ways to trade this. And had I had just gotten in at the break perfectly here, which I missed by a few minutes, had I had just gotten in perfectly at the break here, there would have been no reason to stop out as it hit the 9 EMA and rolled off it. And then I probably would have had a situation where I would still be in with maybe half my contracts, or at least if I had two contracts, it depends upon the price, with one of them. And the first one probably would have gotten taken out at well over my take profit levels, had I had originally played it properly. So a bit of a miscue in terms of I was a little bit late to the party. I ended up getting in on this candle right here. I tried to get a pullback, but I didn't really pull back. And then my stop loss was going to be if it fell back to here. It ended up stopping me out as I put my stop loss to break even. So that was the break even trade. It pushed up, stopped me out here. Then I got back in on the break of these highs. And that kind of was pushing, got very close to my take profit, and then stopped me out kind of halfway on the retest. Just want to lock in the gains. Was it the best? Am I happy with that? Not necessarily, because I probably could have just got in at the right time and that was it. But when you go to the bathroom or you look away or you go over here, you're just doing other work somewhere else. Like sometimes you miss it and you don't nail the exact timing. I was watching it and then I just missed the perfect timing. So here's the second trade on it. We were up about $95 at the peak, so extremely close to hitting my take profit, but ended up stopping me out for 50, which I moved my trailing stop loss up. And I'll look back at this tonight and see if it's going to end up, biting me in the ass or if I'm going to be pissed about it. But I'm not that mad. The movements are okay, but is it most ideal scenario right now? Not really. So to be able to sneak out green, I'm okay with that. But that right there is the chart here on where I trade on Webull. The right-hand side is the option contracts that I was looking at, and I watched the contracts versus the price of the stock, and they're not perfect, but it's good to kind of get a gauge, and so that's where I can adjust my stops if needed and whatnot from there. But that said, today we make about 40-something bucks. Was it $47? And if we go to the stats so far in October, yeah, we're green every single day, but am I super excited about that? It's nothing crazy. We had a very small partial take profit, 2 break even day on Monday. We had a good Tuesday. That was a nice trade. It was just a one and done. It could have gone for more, but hit my trailing stop loss in the last contract. Still made $100, which is fine. And then today, it is what it is. If we can get a good day, which I'm still feeling like we have yet to get, a good stretch of days, then I'm going to be feeling better about it. The thing is, I'm looking at downside, which would make sense because the market's been pushing down, but we're just not getting the fall through on the downside on the big names, the stocks, the big, whatever, the 5 or 10 stocks I trade. We're just not seeing that. You got to go to IWM for the better downside. And even that, it's been down so many days in a row now. It's like, it's getting oversold. Do I want to get caught in like a massive snapback? And so those aren't even the best setups personally. So waiting for, if we do continue down, I think there's a lot of good setups there, but we're just not like breaking on a lot of things right now. Some of those lows that I want to see on the stocks I trade based on the charts I see. And then if we go up, it's probably going to take a couple of days, I would say, for things to start to set up again nicely, where we start seeing some nice higher lows, stocks, breaking some recent higher highs, building some nice higher lows, breaking some consolidations and going up. So that's kind of what we want to see for me to start being more excited with the long side and to probably get cleaner action. But in the meantime, you kind of just tread water, and that's kind of what we're doing. So that's the plan, and we'll see as that changes, what we need to do in terms of adjustments. But for now, I'm okay. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm being very protective of my gains and of my downside very much, because again, like I recognized last month, there's just no need to be, when things are kind of the way they've been based on the strategy I'm looking for momentum, when things are the way that they've been and it's not super clean either way, it's just not a time to be pushing the pedal, right? So there will be times when we can nail this, and it's going to be some really nice days. Just maybe it's not yet. Hopefully into the year end, we get some better action, but we shall see. Thanks so much for watching. I'll leave links to TradeZella. This is the platform I use to track everything in the description box down below, as well as everything else that I use. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.